Everyone in Stardew Valley wants that sweet pile of gold. But let's be real, not every money-making idea is worth your time. Some money-making schemes are basically a scam, while other methods turn your little farm into a Wall Street empire. Let's rank every money-making strategy in Stardew Valley starting at D tier, the why are you doing this to yourself tier. Selling raw crops? Absolute rookie move. You spent 14 days watering those starfruit just to hand them over for pennies when you could have run them through a keg or a preserve jar for double, triple, or even quadruple profit. 400 gold for a single starfruit seed, and you're just making 425 gold in profit. Don't be an imbecile selling raw crops. Process them, little bro. Then there's the infamous mixed seed farm. Sure, it feels fun at first. Free crops, right? But what do you usually get? Parsnips, potatoes, stuff that sells for pocket change. If you're in spring of year 1 with literally nothing else to plant, fine. Otherwise, don't bother. Use your mixed seeds to craft fiber seeds, otherwise toss them. And finally, the all chicken all the time economy. Chickens are adorable, yes. Chicken eggs, you'll get like 70 gold for a chicken egg. And even turning those eggs into mayonnaise will keep you at the bottom of the barrel. Pitiful. Pretty much any of the other animals in the game are gonna be a better pick. Crab pots are interesting, aren't they? If you choose the correct profession, you will either never get trash or never need bait. Both are viable. However, it doesn't really matter. Regardless of which option you pick, crab pots are just not going to get you rich, even with hundreds of them all around the entire valley. Crab pots are garbage. I'm surprised they're even in the D tier, to be honest.
This video is sponsored by Nikki. And yes, there are Junimos in this game now. There's a limited time Stardew Valley crossover, a Junimo quest, a themed Stardew Valley outfit, and a piece of furniture called the Chicken Gamophone that you can place into your in-game home. If you like Stardew Valley, you need to check this out. You can play Nikki on all consoles, on your phone, and even on your PC. The latest 1.9 update adds a music season. This brings brand new story quests and events with brand new music abilities. You can combine different instruments, beats, and melodies to create unique music in the game. The update also brings a new 5-star resonance outfit called Echo Dreams. Just take a look at this classical princess dress with a Victorian opera style. It's quite majestic, isn't it? Nikki will now also include new songs in French and a special new rhythm game with dancing melodies. With this update, you can now have your very own house in the game. No, this isn't a house. It's a home with a full 360-degree shareable templates and over 1,000 different furniture options and social visits via the guest arc. You can seriously do anything you want. It's actually insane how much freedom we have. We are talking about unleashing a joyful, carefree life through infinite creativity. But what about your character? Well, this is where the dye system comes in. Fully customize your hair color, gowns, and almost every piece of clothing to craft up your one-of-a-kind outfit. You can even export the outfit and share it with your friends. The Nikki 1.9 update releases on the 7th of September. Don't miss it, and thank you to Nikki for sponsoring this video.
Before we get to C tier, drop your favorite unconventional money-making method. Let me know in the comments below. If it's good, I'll feature it in a video. C tier is the land of mediocrity. These give some gold, but compared to what's coming later, they just don't hold up. There are 8 fruit trees in the game. Look at how beautiful our farm looks when covered in fruit trees. The truth of the matter is that fruit trees are the biggest trap in the game. They look great on your farm, and they're required for a couple community center bundles. But selling the fruit straight? That's just sad. You'll get 300 gold for the highest quality, most valuable fruit in the game. Turning them into jelly won't make a big difference either, getting you 630 gold for banana jelly. They could be worth it if fruit trees didn't take up so much space on your farm, but they do. Fruit trees are just horrible. Tappers are another one. Maple syrup, oak resin, and pine tar. You need them for crafting, especially for kegs and bee houses. But if you're tapping purely for money, don't. The profit is slow and pitiful. Keep a few for recipes and move on. The only exception to this is tapping mystic trees and selling mystic syrup with the tapper profession. And then there's foraging for profits. In year 1, grabbing every salmonberry and mushroom feels like a hustle. But by year 2, it's barely worth the trip. Unless you're chasing iridium quality truffles, you're better off spending that time on real cash flow. Foraging is not a profitable endeavor in the slightest. B tier is where we hit the respectable methods. They'll keep your lights on, but they're not passive money machines. Fishing is the king of the early game survival. Learn the minigame and you can rake in cash fast, especially if you land a legendary. Drop a legendary fish in the fish pond and swim in legendary fish eggs, bringing in millions of gold. In the late game, you can maximize your fishing buffs and swim in lava eels, turn them all into smoked lava eels, and seriously swim in gold. But let's be honest, fishing burns you out. It's active, it's repetitive, and if you don't like the minigame, forget it. Mining and gem farming falls into the same bucket. Early on, selling gems and ores feels incredible. In the 1.6 update, combat got a little bit of a buff, so the skull cavern can actually be lucrative with a new parrot trinket. But in the late game, farm for hundreds of iridium bars and sell them. This is a very effective money making method when you're raking in the iridium ore. However, this is still pocket change compared to artisan goods. Standard animal products, milk and wool, they're fine, but the magic only really happens when you process them. Iridium wool turns into cloth, or turning milk into cheese. These methods can seriously make you a decent chunk of spare change. These animals are great for two reasons. First, you need food in the mines, and you need cloth to make clothing. Then you can sell the excess for some extra money. Not bad, it won't make you rich, but not bad. Mushroom logs are kinda busted if you use them correctly. They are somewhat tricky to craft, but if you surround these mystic trees, you'll get the best mushroom in the game. The lovely, gorgeous purple mushroom. Drop these into dehydrators and you'll be raking in the money before you know it. 8 tiers where your farm starts to feel like a business. These methods aren't quite the gods of profit, but they'll carry you deep into the game. Seasonal gold crops. Pumpkins, melons, cauliflower are your bread and butter. Fill your fields, slap down fertilizer, use sprinklers and you'll see thousands roll in. The only catch? You've got to replant every season. Raw dogging these high value crops can be worth it in huge masses. Bee houses when paired with fairy roses are sneaky good. Regular honey is garbage. Fairy rose honey over 900 a jar, and it's passive. You don't need to water them, you don't baby them, just collect and cash in. If you use these on Ginger Island when they last forever instead of a single season, this can most definitely almost be S tier. Crystalariums set to diamond are another sleeper hit. One crystalarium is almost worthless since it takes 5 days to duplicate diamonds. A whole army of them, suddenly you're printing money every few days without lifting a finger. We're talking about millions of gold a season. The only catch is that the crystalarium requires many valuable resources to craft. Goat milk is A tier, almost S tier. You'd never think it, but large goat milk can be turned into gold quality goat cheese. When you age the stuff, you get iridium goat cheese. The stuff sells for 1,100 gold each. The true benefit here is how quickly you can go from nothing to goat milk to goat cheese to iridium goat cheese. Goat cheese is fast, meaning it can drastically increase your bank account before you even realize what's going on. And finally, the apex. These S tier methods are so good, they make every other idea feel pointless in comparison. The only animal that could ever make it to S tier, the ostrich. Hear me out, ostriches buffed with golden animal crackers are cracked. These ostriches will produce more eggs more often, and if you love and treat your ostriches well, you'll get iridium quality ostrich eggs. Drop these into mayonnaise machines and you'll get 10 servings of iridium quality mayonnaise per ostrich egg. A single barn full of ostriches will net you 500,000 gold a season. With auto petters and auto grabbers, this entire method is almost entirely passive. Ancient fruit wine is the undisputed champion. Once you've got a greenhouse or Ginger Island full of ancient fruit and a barn full of kegs, you're pushing thousands per bottle. Scale it up and your bank account stops being numbers and starts being bragging rights. Ancient fruit regrows every 7 days, sells for a ton, and if you use deluxe fertilizer on these and eat a farmer's lunch before each harvest, you can indeed sell these without processing and absolutely print money without any effort at all. If you instead decide to turn these into wine, you'll make much more money with the cost of dropping them into kegs. Both methods are great. Both methods will get you the golden clock before you know it. Starfruit wine is right behind it. Starfruit takes 14 days to grow, and they do not regrow. You will have to spend 400 gold for every single starfruit seed. This can eat into your profits, meaning that your only option here is to process the starfruit into beautiful starfruit wine, getting you a crazy 3,150 gold per bottle. Starfruit can and will make you extremely rich. Utilize summer, your greenhouse, or Ginger Island. Actually use all of them simultaneously and print. Absolutely print money with this money printing machine. Starfruit will let you buy more than one golden clock if you're crazy like that. Did you know that you can take some money and magically turn it into considerably more money? It's easy. Ensure that you have tons of kegs and the artisan profession. Then on Friday, head over to Sandy's Oasis. Buy as much honey as you can afford. The more the better. Then head home and turn all of that honey into mead. The honey from Sandy's only costs 200 gold each. But when you turn it into mead, you will make 420 gold. Effectively doubling your money instantly. The best part? It only takes half a day to turn honey into mead. This is truly broken. So that's the complete money-making tier list in Stardew Valley 1.6. From the painful mistakes to the empire builders, we've covered it all. Now you should watch this video with 10 of the most regrettable things you can do in Stardew Valley. Thanks for watching, but for now, I will see you in the next video.